Hi Cancers, welcome to my channel. This is Molly with Soul School Spiritual Guidance and Healing, formerly Soul School Tarot and Astrology. I'm so very glad to have you guys here today. I know it has been ages since I did a reading for my Cancer Collective. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. It doesn't really matter where the Cancer is in your chart. Everybody's got all of these signs in their chart somewhere. So if this message is grooving with you, just go ahead and take it as your own, regardless of your sign. If it's not, don't take it home with you, okay? Don't take home any baggage that's not your own. If you guys dig my reading style, please know that there are many, many ways to get more of me. You can now join my channel. I have 2 different membership levels available. One will give you access to all zodiac sign extended readings. The other will give you access to all that, plus extended readings on pick-a-piles. I do have a pick-a-pile that I just posted last night that's talking about the Scorpio full moon, and then the next day Pluto goes retrograde. That's all coming up next week, and that's an energy that's going to be sticking around until September or October. And so that's a pretty big energy about taking your power back. Check that out if you guys are interested. Otherwise, all the info you need for personal readings and everything else is in the description box below. This message is sticking around on the bottom of the deck. So first, let me give you my channeled message that's coming through. I believe that those of you for whom this reading is going to resonate are feeling like you're faced with something tremendous, something energetically big, and it's a little scary, okay? This card says surrender to the sweetness. Let me see if we can get that. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. This came up in my Taurus reading. So if you got any Taurus, make sure you check that out. Let me get, I feel like, are we good? All right, let's do this. Okay, this is the Starseed Oracle deck. And the reason I went with this is because, like I said before, it's something very, very energetic that you're going through. And I feel like you're really, really needing some reassurance at this time, okay? The reassurance is coming. That's a part of what Spirit wants me to deliver to you guys in this message today, okay? To know that you are protected. There we go. You're guided. You got this, Cancers. You got this, all right? Baby steps. Ooh, snap. Okay, all right, it's coming together. Baby steps is a great big thing. Look at this portal. Look, she's just walking along these rocks, right? Ascending, ascending, ascending. And then you reach this portal and it's like, what even is that? What is that? It's huge. And it's so bright and shiny. And it's, y'all, it's like a UFO or something like that. But that's where you've arrived, is at this doorway, at this threshold, at this portal. And you're looking at it and you're like, is that what I think it is? Yeah, babe, it is. It is. And it's for you. With 333 when I said it's for you. 333, whatever that means. There's 3 cards on the table right now. Hooey, y'all. I feel like what you're looking through, okay, what they're showing me is right now, this is just kind of like an iridescent. You're like, I feel like I can see what's on the other side of that, but I'm not quite sure because it's a little warped. And it's because you're viewing it from the place that you are right now. This is an interdimensional portal. This is you stepping into a whole new vibration, a whole new spectrum of consciousness and of energy that is available to you. And when you're standing where you're at right now, where you've come from, you're not going to be able to see it clearly. But then as soon as you step through that gateway, that portal, you see it. And it's a whole new world. This is a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Yes, yes, and this is the vision. Okay, you guys, oh my gosh. These are telling stories. These are telling so many stories. Oh my gosh. You've stepped into your own consciousness. What's that guy who, is it, I'm going to look it up, sorry guys. I just want to make sure I have, oh, I got problems. Sorry guys, I went to like Google something and an ad started playing. Sadhguru talks about how the English language doesn't really have, I gotta put my music back on. The English language doesn't really have words for all the different dimensions that we are capable of achieving in meditation. Like we just call it all meditation. Whether you're clearing your mind, or you're astral projecting, or you're dreaming your new existence into being, right? There are so many different things that we can do when we go within. And I feel like this reading is going to be limited because I don't even have the language for that, right? But this is something that you have stepped into. Once you take that first step across this threshold, this is what you're into. You're unlocking access to your unconscious mind, to your memories, past life stuff, future life, parallel lives, okay? This is, you step in there, and now, instead of this like iridescent curtain, it's like seeing beyond the veil. There are many different veils, actually. Do you know that? I'm gonna go ahead and get into that here. There's a veil that keeps us from being able to regulate our own body temperature. Because there's a point in the past where humanity could do that. I know that sounds crazy, but it's the facts, right? There's a veil that keeps us from communicating with spirit. And many of us, that's the one that we really work on stepping through. I know that's the one I stepped through. There's a veil that keeps us from knowing all of our past lives and future lives. Okay? And I just heard the veil has torn. And I think that's a collective message, right? For many of us, this is humanity standing here on the earth plane, not being able to see past the veil. But with all this dramatic energetic shift that's going on the planet right now, the veil has torn, and you found a crack in it, and you've stepped through, and this is what you find. And it's vast, and it's cosmic, and it's you. And you've got access now. So she steps into this water and then looks down and realizes what it's full of. And sits down and starts to really unpack that. Do you see that? She sat down at the water and she's looking back at her own reflection, and she sees the universe. This is a very different vein than the reading I just finished, but really not. It's about ascension. What's this say? Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Now, I am going to say this much about destiny. When you come into this life and you have a destiny to fulfill, believe that you made that plan before you came into this life. And you come into this life, and because Spirit has shown me that, in readings that I do for people, they will show me that person in the in-between lives. And once you unpack the life that you have just left and you gain the wisdom of that, now you know what it is you need to do in this next life, what it is that you're capable of doing in this next life. So you get together with all of your guides and you guys set out a plan. And that plan is imprinted in your heart. And that's why I say, because the society tells us that we're supposed to have all these other goals. They tell us that success looks like this and success looks like that. And we get caught up in that because that's the nature of this reality that we live in. But the fact of the matter is, once you learn to clear all that debris out of the way and just listen to what your heart is trying to attract to you, that's your destiny. And the fated life versus the destiny life is that realization that this is not just a bunch of stuff. Your karmic lessons have not just been handed to you. Like, you wrote the menu, right? You sit down in a restaurant and you're like, I don't want any of this food. You wrote the menu. So you got to look and find what's good in it for you, okay? But you've come to this realization that you are the creator of your own destiny. It's already been created. And now you just get to fulfill it by being your most authentic self, by being the self that you came here to be. But I really feel like a lot of you guys, if you haven't already done some past life work, you're doing it. Or it's coming up, okay? I'm not, you guys, my website is a mess right now because I'm trying to restructure it. I've actually thought of creating a new one and trying to transfer all my subscriptions and all that stuff. There's a lot of services that I'm not advertising right now, but if you just want to book a regular reading with me and tell me it's a past life reading, that portal has opened up for me tremendously in the year 2021. I get visions now of people's past lives. And if that's something that you're not doing in your own meditation, hit me up, we'll do it together. Because what you're doing is you're beginning to understand that you are a part of galactic history. This is starseed type stuff. And if you don't believe yourself to be a starseed, then this is just you looking back, like you're aware of the fact that you have past lives. And when you overcome the lessons of this lifetime, you're unlocking the gifts that you have earned in your past lives. I remember you diving into what that soul plan is, coming to understand what you're here to do. And it's big. It's big. That's what this whole reading is about. Okay? So I'm going to go real quick to the self-care cards. No. They tell me these are going to wait for the extended. We're going to do this These cards, I swear, Spirit has a way of, the decks talk to me. When I'm getting ready to do a deck or do a reading, I look at all my decks and they're like, me, pick me. And I even think about how, like, this is cosmic energy that we're dealing with, and it was the cosmic tarot that wanted to come out. Spirit, you crazy. In a good way. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, divine spirits of love and light, archangels, ancestors, allies, and guides, both mine and those of the collective. What message do we have for our Cancers today? This is tremendous energy, you guys. And that's what's a little scary about it. Because you're still on this side where you're not sure what you're going to see when you step through. But look how kind of like dull this side of the veil is. And on the other side, it's just these really bright lights. And then you step through and look at these beautiful colors. You guys have unlocked your heart chakra. You've mastered your lower chakras. Because the lower chakras are the things that get us caught up in this third density, earthbound life, ego, and survival, and stuff like that. Okay? You've mastered that. You've made it to the heart chakra. The whole deck says your heart is a portal, and that's the portal that you've opened up. Okay? So what's on the other side of your heart chakra? You got throat, third eye, and crown. Those are the colors that are showing up here. You're unlocking. Oh, y'all, this is beautiful. This is like third eye opening. This is throat chakra opening. This is crown chakra opening. That's so beautiful. All right, Spirit. Okay, all right. That's the as above. But it's manifesting for you differently so below. And that's what these cards are here to represent. She popped right out. I looked at her in the eyes and then she popped right out. This is your soul plan. To step from one side of the veil where you're kind of seeing things in the moonlight to the other side where everything is bright and clear to you. Do you see that vision coming out of her eyes? Whoo! You've defeated karma. A lot of people don't know that we can do that in this lifetime. They think that karma is a perpetual cycle. If you're a starseed/wanderer, please understand, when you made that plan to come into this lifetime, you were in a different dimension. Okay? You were not a third density earth being. And you knew that part of the challenge of discovering your own plan once you were in this life is that you're going to get caught up in all the third dimensional earth being nonsense. Okay? If you stay stuck in that, you create more karma. and you have to come back at this level again and again until you got it all worked out. But if you identify that, oh snap, this is a karmic pattern, I know how to get out of this. That's when you become the free creator of your reality. That's when you realize that you've always been the creator of your reality. Oh, this is gorgeous. And it's invoking in you self-love. This rose looks like it's right where her heart chakra should be. But these two triangles, upwards and downwards, to me, that's also a balance of the masculine and feminine. And we've got that with the yin yang as well. It's a balance of polarities. And it's a balance of the upper and lower chakras, is what they just said. Yeah. I just said in my Gemini reading was about the people around the Gemini getting mad at their ascension because they're scared of what that change means. And I talked about how when you start to go through that, the first person who gets scared is you. Everybody else who's afraid of how bright you're shining, hand them a pair of sunglasses and get on your way. But when you begin to be afraid of how big you truly are, should I? Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna go. I might go into it in the extended. Have you ever tried to expand your energy body to as big as it can actually be? It's big. It's big. And in fact, I can share this. All right. There is a guide that appeared to me a while back that was huge. Like, I'm talking about when I allowed the guide to appear to me, it's the Dagda, okay? If you guys are into Irish gods and goddesses, you might know about the Dagda, Daghda. Look it up, okay? Huge. These gods were huge. When people talk about there being giants that lived in our past, I believe it, okay? And when this guide first appeared to me, it's almost like I couldn't even see it because of how big it is. And he had to make himself smaller so that I could see it. But once I started to build a relationship with this guide, I almost like gave permission for him to appear as big as he is. And it's just mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing how big this energy is that's standing in front of you. And that's a thing that it's natural for you need to kind of take a moment to get over how big this energy is that's standing in front of you. Wow. You're one of us. Sometimes that's what this card says to me. The world shows up, and I understand that it's the divine saying to me, you're one of us. Cancer, that's what the divine is saying to you. You're one of us. That's tremendous. Okay. And I feel like you're having a hard time understanding that message. And that's what's keeping you from stepping into this power. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's a math problem. The eyeballs. Oh my God, the eyeballs. Okay. All right. I'm going to get to the eyeballs in just a second. I realize we're at 18 minutes, so I'm going to have to wrap this up and take some of this over to the extended. It's almost like you're being handed this cup and you're not sure that you want to take it because it's so big. It's huge. It's hard for you. This is you being blinded by your own light. It's hard to let yourself shine. Because you know that you can't be that beautiful star being and then also continue living the life of a commoner that you always have. Okay? It's like those Disney movies where somebody shows up and is like, oh, you're the princess of the queen of this country you didn't even know existed. You're like, do I have to stop going to McDonald's? You know? Like that kind of stuff. I don't go to McDonald's. I don't even know if they have that here. Maybe they have it. Maybe they have McDonald's in Mexico. I haven't seen one. Look at these. Wow. Wow. This is somebody who's been devaluing you. It's just an environment. It's an environment, just because that's a sign, that a symbol that showed up in my last reading. Here's the crux of the issue. The Magician reversed, the Lovers reversed, the Hierophant reversed. Your soul path that you charted for yourself, you have to choose it. Now that you're aware of it, you have to choose it. And what's keeping you from doing that is it's hard for you to believe what you're seeing. Remember we had Justice to these like laser beams coming out of her eyes? You have them too. Dang. Because see, she looks like her. And it looks like they took their eyes and put them in your head. I don't know how else to say it. You can see things now that you beyond the veil. You can see beyond the veil in some way, shape, or form. You can see past lives. You can see parallel lives. You can see your future. You can talk to spirit. You can talk to trees and rocks. You see people as energy now instead of just people walking around on the earth plane. You see that we are all one. You look in the mirror and you see the universe. Dang, yo, this is heavy. This is big. This is law of one stuff. Look in the mirror and see the divine. Look in the mirror and see the creator. Look at the other and see the creator. That's your new eyes that you've got. But it's so different than the place that you've always been, that it's almost like you don't believe what you're seeing. And because you don't believe what you're seeing, you're not able to choose. Because here's the Hierophant, and he's got laser beam eyes too. That's the contract. That's the soul plan that you made for yourself. And as of now, it's not, you haven't yet stepped into it. But you have things to teach others. For some of you, simply being yourself, being the creator of your own reality, being the master of your own soul plan, overcoming karma, just the fact that you do it is a lesson to the people around you. And that's just something that you're having a hard time stepping into at this moment in time, because it's hard for you to believe what you're even seeing right now. Yo, the first time I ever did a past life regression, I was like, I was who? I was what? Big energies here. Big, your understanding that you are more than just a human being that's living out a lifetime on earth right now. You're understanding how freaking cosmic you are. All right, we're going to wrap this up with one card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, or as many want to come out of the deck. I'm not going to limit you. Thank you, Spirit. And then we're going to hop over to an extended reading. You can link to that over on Vimeo if you just want to buy the one. But if you want to get access to all my extended readings, you got to join up, okay? All right, Spirit, thank you so much. What energy? This is an energy that they want you to turn your attention towards at this time. Okay? There's 3. Look at that tiger standing on the, look at that tiger. Standing right there on a threshold and looking back. She's looking back down the stairs. And I feel like there might even be other people that's like, are you coming? I don't know if I can do this alone. Spirit says you're not alone. We are here with you. We are here with you. This is a tremendous opportunity. But also I feel like, oh my gosh. Remember how I said you're moving from seeing things in the moonlight, in the darkness, to seeing like the true reality of things. And you pause before you step across that threshold, and you're looking back at somebody saying, are you coming with me? And they're still in the dark. They're still seeing things in the moonlight. They don't see the reality that you're tapped into. They can't right now. So that's why you've got to release. You got to let them go. Let them find their own way up the stairs. All right? Everybody who's meant to will in their own time. All right? You don't write other people's soul contracts. You're participating in them, right? But you do your end of the, you do your work, and you've done your work. And you can move on. Not everybody gets to come with you. Okay? And it's hard because I do feel like you're looking around your environment to see, is there somebody else here who can relate to me what I'm going through? And the answer is they're all still in the darkness. And those who are in the darkness, they got to be released. Okay? All right? I feel like I need to send a great big hug. I'm imagining them hugging you guys right now. I need to send a great big hug because that's a hard realization. Okay? I love you guys. Follow me over to the extended if you want to know more about this. Spirit says, where are we going? Where are we going? Let's go find out. All right? If I don't see you over there, I have to catch you back on my channel again soon. Take care, my Cancers.